You sound like Ted. Oh my God. Sound like Ted.
A little bit of a delay.
It's so Ted doesn't.
I call regular meeting number 5 for the year 2021 to order and ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silent prayer. Follow me in pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Sam.
Mr. Chairman, all legislators are present. Legislator Overblock is present for legal.
We have 2 commendations tonight, a proclamation and certificate of merit. We all are for your human services. So I would ask Chair of Human Services or County Services at Moore to come up. We'll start off with the first one. I'd like to call up legislators Martinez and Hobart from the town of Coxsackie, as well as our awardee, Barbara Caldera, to receive her commendation. And family, whoever you have with you.
You can go up. if you want.
All right.
This will be a problem. We've got the chair with
Okay. So let's go. Sure.
We have to do a writing class together. So I just said she has to write this out now and do a little story on it and submit it to Gene Hyberg, our writing class. Okay, Greene County Legislature, commendation in honor of Barbara Caldera. Whereas Greene County is indeed fortunate to have numerous older residents who contribute their talents and energies on behalf of their fellow citizens. And whereas the national theme for Older Americans Month this year is Communities of Strength. And Barbara Caldera has lived in Greene County all her life, giving strength to her community. And whereas Barbara served in the U.S. Army Nurse Corps in Vietnam and rose to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. And whereas she has had a long career as an RN and nurse practitioner, was administrator of Greene County Family Planning for over 10 years, and served Greene County for a total of 20 years, retiring in 2009. And whereas in the early years of her retirement, she volunteered for Meals on Wheels and community hospice, both in New York and Florida. And whereas Barbara belongs to a knitting group which meets weekly to knit hats donated to homeless shelters and Greene County Family Planning. And whereas at the age of 72, Barbara saw a need for expertise when the COVID pandemic hit, and she stepped up to volunteer in any way she could by creating a spreadsheet of other volunteers, providing contact tracing, assisting with weekly testing for COVID while on the front lines wearing full PPE, and has assisted Greene County public health staff in any way possible. Well, Army training came in handy, right? And whereas she continues to assist at current vaccine pods while belonging to a poetry workshop that began during the pandemic, and whereas she brings her humor and kindness to each and every interaction and has been a source of inspiration to younger volunteers. Now, Therefore, we, the members of the Greene County Legislature, in recognition and appreciation of her commitment and dedication to her fellow citizens, do hereby commend Barbara Caldera, 2021 Greene County Senior Citizen of the Year. And further, we congratulate her for this achievement and offer our best wishes for happiness and contentment in the coming years. Dated this day, 19th day of May, 2021, Greene County Legislature, signed by Patrick S. Linger, Chairman.
And I've also got a citation here from Bd Mtg. He was unable to attend tonight, but he did send us in from New York State Assembly citation honoring Barbara Caldera as the 2021 Greene County Outstanding Senior Citizen, dated for today and signed by the Assemblyman.
Speech.
We just want to say that we couldn't have done it without you, Barbara. All those nights that you were there with us testing and all those clinics you were there, and the sense of humor that you bring to the stage with us. We really are so grateful. Thank you.
My honor.
I made a note that a year ago today, we were outside in the back with all of our garb on. It was probably 84 degrees out. Just testing Barbara. She was a huge help and a great asset to us, and we couldn't have done it without you.
You're more than welcome.
We love you.
I'm telling you, this has been an honor, really. Let me just take this off temporarily. I just started out trying to think some thoughts that would be worthwhile, but you know, for everybody that is recognized like myself and Duncan, who couldn't be here tonight, there are so many other volunteers out there, retired and not retired, that give up their time and their energies and their being. And I really want to say that I have worked with some wonderful, wonderful people, volunteers, and the public health staff. It's unbelievable job they did during the pandemic and beyond. They are people who you can be proud of, that we all can be proud of in this county. It's amazing. Such a small rural county, and we just beat it. You know, I just am so happy that I got to work with you guys. Really, really a pleasure. Thank you so much for this honor.
Or next one here still. The next commendation here is for Duncan McPherson. Duncan is our 2021 Greene County Outstanding Contributor by a Senior Citizen. He was unable to be here tonight, but I would like Ed to read the proclamation into the record for that.
Greene County Legislature commendation in honor of Duncan McPherson. Whereas Greene County is indeed fortunate to have numerous older residents who contribute their talents and energies on behalf of their fellow citizens. And whereas the national theme for Older Americans Month this year is Communities of Strength, and Duncan McPherson, 79, of Freehold, has been a strength to his community. And whereas Duncan serves the Greene County Region Blue Star Mothers as a father of a military personnel in a capacity needed since it was organized in 2014. And whereas he served his community as a Boy Scout troop leader, a food pantry volunteer, as a member of the Greenville Rotary, and a regular blood donor for the whole blood and platelets through the American Red Cross since 1990. And whereas he was elected by the taxpayers of Greenville School District to serve on their Board of Education, and in such capacity worked in technology for district subcommittees, and served as the school's baseball, cross-country, and wrestling coach 2006 through 2011. And whereas, as a member of the St. John the Baptist Church in Greenville, he serves as an acolyte Eucharist minister, and general parish supporter. And whereas Duncan has been a Greene County Department of Human Services RSVP volunteer since 2014 by delivering meals to the homebound and providing medical transportation. And whereas he has shown that he is always open to help lend a hand to his community. Now, therefore, we, the members of the Greene County Legislature, in recognition and appreciation of his commitment and dedication to his fellow citizens, do hereby commend Duncan McPherson for being named as the recipient of the 2021 Greene County Outstanding Contribution by a Senior Citizen Award. And further, we congratulate him for this achievement and offer our best wishes for happiness and contentment in the coming years. Greene County Legislature, dated this 19th day of May, 2021, signed by Patrick S. Linger, Chairman.
From Assemblyman Mtg, the New York State Assembly citation honoring Duncan McPherson with the Outstanding Contribution by a Senior Citizen Award. We'll give both of those to him. Duncan, as I mentioned, could not be here, but he did send a statement in to read on his behalf. It says, "Good evening. I'd like to thank the Greene County Legislature for this honor. I was walking my dogs and going downstairs when they decided to chase a cat in one of my mid steps. I went down and broke 3 ribs. So I'm not here to accept this honor. But I'd like to recognize all the staff at the Office for Aging here in Greene County. And I'm grateful that my health and interests have allowed me to volunteer my service. We can always use more volunteers. And I encourage anyone who can do so to get involved. Thank you." And our certificate of merit tonight is going to Ann Heim. Ms. Heim also was not able to be in attendance tonight, but Ed will read the certificate.
Certificate of merit presented to Ann Heim in recognition and appreciation for outstanding contributions to the people of Greene County in the form of tireless and unselfish volunteer service, and in upholding the highest standards of humanitarianism and fellowship toward our community. Dated this 19th day of May, 2021, the Greene County Legislature, signed by Patrick S. Linger, Chairman.
And I also have from Assemblyman Mtg, a New York State Assembly Certificate of Merit. The Assembly of the State of New York, in recognition of the achievement in appreciation of Ann Heim for her many civic contributions to Greene County, hereby presents this certificate of merit and signed by the Assemblyman. So we'll give those to her as well, and we thank her as well for her services. We have a proclamation. Next is declaring May 2021 as Mental Health Month in Greene County. And if this chairwoman handled would like to come up and read that for us.
Remind your as is, we're not going to be as good as that.
Thank you, everyone.
Come up here, Jason. Please come up here. Just standing here alone. Greene County Legislature proclamation recognizing the month of May 2021 as Mental Health Month in Greene County. Whereas mental health is essential to the well-being and the vitality of our families, businesses, and communities. Whereas all Americans experience difficulty and stress in their lives. Whereas prevention is an effective way to reduce the burden of mental health conditions. And whereas stigma and fear of discrimination prevent mental health services from seeking help. And whereas with effective treatment, those individuals with mental health conditions can recover and lead full productive lives. And whereas education, compassion, and awareness about mental illness can change negative attitudes and behaviors toward people with mental illness. And whereas each business, school, government agency, law enforcement agency, healthcare provider, organization, and citizen shares a responsibility to promote mental wellness and support prevention efforts. Now therefore be it resolved that all Greene County citizens recommit our community to increasing awareness and understanding of mental illnesses, reducing stigma and discrimination, and promoting appropriate and accessible services for all individuals. And be it further resolved that we, the members of the Greene County Legislature, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2021 as Mental Health Month in Greene County. Dated this 19th day of May 2021, Greene County Legislature, signed by Patrick S. Slinger, Chairman.
I'll just say thank you for this. I think it's important for the community to acknowledge this. As we all know, life is not easy. And every one of us struggle in different ways at different times in our lives. And when there's a stigma against mental illness and mental health treatment, it prevents a lot of people from seeking the help that they might need, whether it's formal help or just reaching out to loved ones or family members. So a proclamation like this goes a long way in helping to acknowledge that, to pledge that support. So thank you.
Move into the regular business for the meeting tonight. There are no objections or corrections to the minutes of the previous meeting. I'll declare those approved. And can I get a motion and a second to dispense with committee reports? Hobart. Ms. Hobart, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There's no meeting correspondence this month, and with that, we'll move to the resolution, please.
Motion to adopt local law number 1 of 2021, a local law authorizing 12 and 13-year-old licensed hunters to hunt deer with a firearm or crossbow during hunting season with the supervision of a licensed adult. Can I get a motion?
Second. Okay, I have a motion and a second. With a roll call vote.
Legislator Gardner.
Aye.
Legislator Handle. Aye. Legislator Hobart.
Aye.
Legislator Keller.
Aye.
Legislator Lawrence.
Yes.
Legislator Lennon.
Yes.
Legislator Rivera.
Yes.
Legislator Martinez.
Yes.
Legislator Overblock. Legislator Overblock. Linda, can you hear me?
I'm yelling.
You're on mute, if you can unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. We got you, Linda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Legislator Thornton.
Yes.
Legislator Blumer.
Yes.
Legislator Lewis. Legislator Davis.
Aye.
Chairman Linder.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, we have 10,000 ayes, 0 noes, and 0 absent. Resolution number 116-21, authorization of paid claims. Offered by legislator Gardner, second by legislator Martinez.
All in favor, say aye. Anyone
Aye.
opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 117-21, authorization of highway, offered by legislator Martinez, second by legislator Gardner.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 118-21. Resolution in support of Senate Bill S.3449, Assembly Bill A3848, an act to amend the highway law in relation to the New York State scenic bylaws, Durham Valley scenic byway. Offered by legislator Martinez, second by legislator Thornton.
Second by Ms. Alves.
Second by legislator Handle. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 119-21, authorizing application and pledging matching funds, I Love New York Tourism Matching Funds Program. Offered by legislator Handle, second by legislator Overbaugh.
Second. Legislator Lennon. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
Number 120-21, designating tourism promotion agency. Offered by legislator Handle, second by legislator Overbaugh.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 121-21, authorizing the Highway and Solid Waste Department to establish roster of professional consultant services. Offered by legislator Lennon, second by legislator Martinez.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. That's carried.
Resolution number 122-21, authorizing change order number 1, County Route 12 South Street Bicycle Lane Project, Town of Wyndham, pin 1760.22. Offered by legislator Thornton, second by legislator Hobart.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 123-21, authorizing the implementation and funding of the cost of 100% of the cost of the transportation project, which may be eligible for federal aid and reimbursement of engineering funds. Offered by legislator Martinez, and by legislator Lennon.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 124-21, awarding emergency slope stabilization project on County Route 6, Town of Lexington. Offered by legislator Thornton, second by legislator Hobart.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 125-21, authorizing purchase of pedestrian safety fence for Woodstock Avenue Bridge, Town of Catskill.
I'm gonna introduce a motion to amend this resolution. As promised, our highway superintendent did get a hold of the contractor here and received an updated price. It's gonna move from 29,500 to 30,200. It's a $700 increase. That price is good now until Tuesday, May 25th. It's the amount of time that it takes to get a purchase order set up for it. I made it second. Good. Second. All in favor on the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried. All right, now as amended.
Resolution number 125-21, as amended, authorizing purchase of pedestrian safety fence for Woodstock Avenue Bridge, Town of Catskill. Can I get a motion?
I'll second.
Okay. By legislator Lewis and second by legislator Lazar. As
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 I have Warren's opposed? That's carried.
Number 126-21. Authorizing purchase of 4 new 2022 6x6 cab and chassis, including dumper. Offered by legislator Lennon, seconded by legislator Martinez.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Resolution number 127-21, authorizing purchase of 1 new 2022 four-wheel drive 110 cab and chassis, including service line. Offered by legislator Martinez, seconded by legislator Lennon.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's carried.
Resolution number 128-21, authorizing purchase of 3 new 2022 3-ton four-wheel drive pickups with option.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 129-21, awarding bids to purchase materials, Highway Department. Offered by legislator Lennon, seconded by legislator Thornton.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 130-21, awarding bid for Washington Stream crush stone. Offered by legislator Lewis, seconded by legislator Lennon.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 131-21, authorizing supplemental proposal with Barton and Lewis DPC for additional engineering services necessary for capital transfer station permit renewal, including compost facility and waste acceptance rate increase. Offered by legislator Thornton, seconded by legislator Lewis.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 132-21, authorizing extension of services to Tweedy Construction from under transfer station reconstruction. Offered by legislator Lewis, seconded by legislator Hobart.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 133-21, authorizing agreement in County Mental Health with State University of New York, Delaware. Offered by legislator Rivera, seconded by legislator Davis.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Carried.
Resolution number 134-21, amending resolution number 50-21, appointing Green County Coroner. Offered by legislator Lennon, seconded by legislators Blumer and Lawrence.
Hobart, all in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 135-21, amending resolution number 51-21, appointing Green County Coroner Daniel Boone. Offered by legislator Rivera, seconded by legislator Overbaugh.
Thornton. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 136-21, amending resolution number 50, appointing member to the Green County Fire Advisory Board for 2021. Offered by legislator Lennon, seconded by legislator Handle.
One second, that please.
By legislator Blumer. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 137-21, amending resolution number 63-20, reappointing members to the Green County Planning Board. Offered by legislator Thornton, seconded by legislator Handle.
All in favor, say aye.
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 That's carried.
Resolution number 138-21, appointing members to the Green County Planning Board. Offered by legislator Lennon, seconded by legislator Handle.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 139-21, authorizing distribution of mortgage loans. Offered by legislator Martinez, seconded by legislator Davis.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 140-21, budget amendment, Green County District Attorney, for Discovery Reform Funding Plan. Offered by legislator Martinez, second by legislators Blumer and Campbell.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 141-21, budget amendment, Green County Family Planning, New York State Department of Health, Bureau of Maternal and Child Health. Offered by legislator Davis, second by legislator Overbaugh.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 142-21, budget amendment, Green County Public Health Delivery System Incentive Payment Program. Offered by legislator Davis, second by legislator Overbaugh.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 143-21, budget amendment, Green County Public Health, New York State Foundation's grant fund. Offered by legislator Davis, second by legislator Rivera.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Concludes our regular business for tonight. Legislators having a business to bring forward to the board. Legislator Rivera, you have any memorial adjournment quickly before?
I do. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn our meeting tonight in honor of Jane Anna Freese, Lady of Piscatom, passed away on Thursday, April 22nd, 2021 in her home. A lifelong Catskill resident, Jane was the daughter of the late Walter A. and Frances May Yeager Walden. She was a graduate of Catskill High School, class of 1959. Jane married Woodrow R. Freese on June 11, 1961. For 35 years, Jane was the town of Catskill receiver of taxes and taxes. Active in her community, Jane was a life member of the Piscatom Fire Department Ladies Auxiliary, a member of LAFAFNY, and the Green County Volunteer Fire Department Ladies Auxiliary. A member of the Piscatom Reformed Church, she also belonged to the Catskill Republican Club. Jane could also be seen on almost every election day at the Piscatom Firehouse as one of our beloved Catskill Republican election inspectors. She did this for many, many years until her health began to decline. Jane has been missed at her post. Her service is commendable for the impact she left with voters. She was currently serving as registrar for the Ontario chapter NSDAR and was former regent of Ontario chapter NSDAR. She was a 50-year member of the Order of Eastern Stars, Catskill chapter 293, which merged in 2011 with the Mountain Star Oasis to 237 Wyndham. Loving wife of the late Woodrow R. Freese, mother of Woodrow R. Freese Jr. of Boston, Massachusetts, Zena Craley of Syracuse, and Lenora Freese of Piscatom. Grandmother of Keegan Freese, Michael Freese, and Chester Crowley. Sister of Barbara Craw of Saugerties, Paula Strang of New Paltz, and the late Doris Miller. Jane will be missed by many in the Catskill and Green County community. And with this, I make a motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second from the rest of the board? Second. We are adjourned. Just a reminder to any legislators that have Spielberg grants out there that we picked up Friday after 2 p.m.